Applewood's been around for 10 plus years. It kind of predetermined a food movement before it was even really a thing.
When we opened, we sort of committed to each other that we would close the restaurant before we compromised our principles. Let's never switch to paper towels in the bathroom. Let's never buy food that we can't vouch for. Let's never do anything that's going to make us feel bad at the end of the day or feel like we got one over on somebody.
To think 11 years ago that someone would open up a spot where they only get stuff in that's local and sustainable and responsible is crazy.
From a chef's perspective, it's easier, it really is easier to produce a terrific product with great ingredients. It tastes better, it really does. We met originally in culinary school and started on this path of finding what farm to table really was all about, what it could be and how good it was.
I would go out and pick arugula and, eat it out of the ground. That was philosophy changing. Once you eat something right out of the ground, it's very difficult to buy it in a bag in the supermarket ever again. I was 85 months pregnant when we opened. And I just remember hanging up the Applewood sign on a ladder like this. And neighbors were coming by going, should you be doing that?
The way it all fell together was pretty fantastic, but not how they taught you in culinary school to open a restaurant. Yeah.
The space itself is just the right combination of brick and wood and tin, and it's really warm and welcoming.
It's just such a cozy place, and I feel like when people come in, they just feel like they're walking into someone's house, and this is the food that they're serving tonight. It's really important to us, too, that we create a connection between the guests, the food, and the farmer, and we do these special dinners called Meet the Farmer dinners. We design a menu based on what we're getting from them. Guests come in and try the food and get to meet the farmer, and we get to answer any questions they have about how they raise the pigs or how they grow the food or how they forage the ramps. That's a really cool thing that I don't think you can get anywhere else, where you're getting that whole connection in one place.
After years of sourcing from local farms, and thought, well, wouldn't it be amazing if we could start a farm that would support the restaurant, because then that would be as tight a package as we could possibly provide.
The land hadn't been farmed. Everything that we're doing here, we've established.
We can't provide enough on 2 acres to not buy from other farmers, but that's also not what our goal was, which is support local farmers. But from June to October, we have an affordable tasting menu, and it's all Applewood farm stuff.
It's just easy to say something's farm to table without providing the information to the customer, saying, this is from this spot, this is how they grow it, this is what this place believes in, and just having that information available for the guest is also something very special about Applewood that not a lot of other places do.
Knowing that the animals are humanely raised, knowing that the vegetables aren't Frankenstein mutations of what food is supposed to be. I'm always skeptical when somebody says sourcing organically or locally whenever possible. It's always possible.
There's a joy as a cook to feed people. What I really do love is good, honest, real food. You mess with it too much, and I think you get too far away from that authentic feeling of satisfaction in doing something as simple as feeding someone, but doing that well. It really is no comparison.